Hey y'all, it's round number 9 here at Rising Phoenix. We're here at Belgium, and yeah, I'm just being a div because I can. I'm just gonna go link the stream in the chat, and I'll tell you all what you have, well, missed if you haven't checked us out before. And by that I mean a lot. So the link should be in chat right about now. There we go. And we'll get our Spa race underway. So obviously it's round number 9. We're here with 15 players in the lobby for tonight's race. You know, not too bad of a turnout, sorry. Fun times ahead. I can see there being some decent crashes. And by that I mean some idiots going to crash at Radio Eau Rouge. Would have been BJ, but BJ's not here tonight. That kind of makes me sad. But hello Crackerjack, welcome to the chat. There's that one guy who always doesn't ready up. But yeah. Anyway, we're here, Belgium, short quali, blah blah blah. Oh, of course, it's the Swedish guy who's making a comment. Fun. Anyway, yeah. Archaeicus confirmed he's going to bin it. That's fun. Anyway, going to the standings now, and I've actually finally done some stuff to the standings. I've made it more presentable, which we'll see on Tuesday, I think. Don't know what day I get the video out. Maybe Wednesday. I'm honestly not sure because I'm quite busy this week. But anyway, first place is Black Phoenix with 180 points. Second, Bazooka Joe with 100. So well done, Bazooka Joe. 100 club. Third is Jonas with 74. Fourth is Oppioli with 51. Fifth is Limitless with 47. Sixth is Buttons Back with 45. Seventh is Para with 44. Eighth is Crackerjack with 40. Ninth is Archeai with 39. And 10th, rounding out the top 10, is Swanee with 35. 11th is Tibson with 28. 12th is Racing Maestro with 22. 13th is Tom AJ with 19. 14th, SR Phoenix with 15. 15th is BJ with 14. 16th, Mr. Dude with 13. 17th, F1 Grosjean with 10. 18th, Colin with 8. 19th, RT Whitey with 8. 20th, Has UK with 5. And 21st, Carter Fellow with 1. Now, moving on to the constructors. In first place is McLaren with 227. In second is Alfa Romeo with 132. In third is Team Reserve with 90. Fourth is Racing Point with 87. Fifth, Mercedes with 84. Sixth is Red Bull with 68. Seventh is Williams with 52. Eighth is Toro Rosso with 34. Ninth is Ferrari with 11. And in 10th is Renault with 10. Oh, and 11th's Haas with 8. And I actually got through the whole of that whilst everyone was still choosing their tyres. So, lads, can you hurry up? Like, seriously, Crackerjack. Just pick your damn tyres. Please. Why is it still loading? Because Crackerjack hadn't chosen his tyres. Oh, nope, Crackerjack lagged out. Fun times, let's see if I can invite him back. Oh, well, even if I can't, he can probably still rejoin and then get his seat back. That data fitted, and I actually just realised I can't invite him back. Give me a sec, I'll just tell Black Phoenix to invite him back. Yo, BP, mind inviting Crackerjack back, please? Thanks. There we go, Crackerjack's back in. And yeah. If anyone got to hear Black Phoenix there, he's a lad. He's like the lad, so yeah, just saying. Who's the first one out then? Is it Has? Yeah, it's Has UK. First man out of the block today. And as per usual, these streams are unofficially sponsored by Highland Spring. You know, really good water that they give you. Bottles are always quite cold, and luckily they don't normally leak. So yeah, today's an exception. And that, I'm by an exception, I mean like a big exception. Because it's leaking quite a bit. My floor's like really wet now. And apparently there's no rain again, which is kind of ruining it for me, but you know, I don't care. Anyway, has chosen the softs, and most other people have chosen the hards, apart from Colin, who's gone for the mediums again. Buttons back, Opiolu, and has chose the softs currently. Yeah, everyone else, like I said, on the hards. Oh, Swanee has lagged out the party, I believe. I'm not sure if he's lagged out the race though. I will just invite him back because I'm a nice guy. Yo, BP, do you lag out or do you say I had to leave? Okay, I'll send him a few invites. Thank you. So, whilst I just send him a few invites, as I'm the party host. Yeah, yeah. Not really say much. There we go. Giving Swanee his invites back. Anyway, we'll ride on board with Haz, the current Williams driver. I'm not sure what number he's chosen his car to be. It's kind of hard to see from this distance. I actually don't know where the Williams' numbers are, in all fairness. I mean, you can't even see it on here, but yep. Oh, someone's crashed in Sector 3. It's not Mr. Dude, so yeah. Anyway, for hopefully tonight, the Haas whatever. The Haas team might be able to get some points. So for Ferraris, they've down got 2 drivers as well. Both the McLarens have turned up. Both the Toro Rosso, no, sorry, not both the Toro Rossos. Both the what teams? Alfa Romeos are here. So it could be a good night. And also both of the Force Indies are here. So most of the lower teams are here tonight. However, unfortunately, no Renault drivers. Again, which is unfortunate, but the Jigsaw Moto's out, and Red Phoenix is currently in a Tom Clancy's tournament, I believe. So I can't really say much about that. Tom Clancy's is what? He just knows he's better at Tom Clancy's than F1, that's just it. If you're watching this, Red Phoenix, love you. I mean, Haz is looking alright here. His time should be within like the mid 140s. Definitely looking at a 145, I believe. Yeah, oh no, 146.1 from Haz UK. I think the next person around would have been Bazooka Joe here. Oh no, not him. Opiolu? I don't know. Oh, Big Dead Chaos, Buttons back. Coming in with a 147.6, Button backs with a 145.2. Mr. Dude now, looking slightly slower than the others who have already set a lap. Obviously on the hards, he's actually set a 146.6, putting him in third, whilst Jonas's teammate only just behind him. And that is what you call close. Meanwhile, Timpson's trying to set his lap here. As you can see, Opiolu doing his normal strat of holding back. Timpson setting a 145.3 and Opiolu just, you know, holding out. There's a yellow in sector 1 and 3. I'm not sure who's in 3 or 1, but I think someone's crashed somewhere. Oh, Swanee's back. Anyway, currently Cartfellame, Black Phoenix, Crackerjack, Swanee, True Grosjean, Bazooka Joe and Ryder PJ Killer all yet to set a lap. Buttons back in the lead out of everyone though. A tenth in front of Timpson. And Timpson's teammate here, Bazooka Joe. Looking like he'll be going in the pits, yep. So instead we will go to Crackerjack. No, who's next up? I don't even know who would be next on track. Oh, Jonas has had a bit of a yeah. Bit of a messy start here. Now, Ryder PJ Kidder, I believe, actually is the next driver out, so we'll watch him. Unfortunately, no T-Funky tonight as well. He was supposed to be here, but both him and Tom AJ just can't make it. There's yellow flag in Sector 3. I can't see who it is, though. I believe it's John, as Ryder PJ Killer will come to the bus stop chicane, Looking rather quick in comparison to other drivers who have come through here, though. I think it will be a 146, sorry. And it's a 146.6, which puts him into 5th place. 5 turns behind Azza, but very, very close to Mr. Dude, who's just a spot in the pit lane. Crackerjack also puts in a time of 146.7. RKI comes 3rd with a 145.8. Carter Falaim also set a 146.9. Collins trying to improve on his lap times, as it's quite obvious Black Venus is going back into the pits for a time of 2 minutes 22. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that's not a very good time. Oh, it's Crackerjack that's having a mess up in the first sector. As we'll just look to see who's on a lap currently. I'm not sure if Colin here is setting a new lap. And it's not looking quick enough to be classed as a new lap, but you know, he might be able to pull it off here. Knowing the fact that he's slowing down here, yeah, I'd definitely say he's he's going back in the pits. Swanning an out lap. True Grosjean, and nicely taken there, as he's on a lap as well. Yep, Colin goes back into the pits. Carter Falaim definitely going into the pits. There is no chance of him setting a lap that's better than what he's got already. Crackerjack obviously going in the pits himself. And it's time of a slow car in Sector 2. Rider PJ Kilolo looking to go in the pits as well. On the other hand, RKI here might actually be thinking about setting a better lap than his 145.8. And he might be able to do it, as it will be across the line with a 1 minute 45.6. And he has improved just enough to put himself nice and rosy in 3rd place. So when he started his lap now, as Bazooka Joe and Black Phoenix both come out for another lap. Currently though, it's McLaren first, with the Alpha second and the Mercedes in 3rd. And I believe we just got a new comment, but I'm not really sure. No, we haven't. As a F1 True Grosjean says a 1 minute 46.5 and puts himself directly in 5th place. Now, as the only other people out on a lap are currently Swanee, I will just show you the gap to the leader and the best tyre. So currently it's very tight between 1st and 2nd, very, very tight. RKI and has all within a second of the leader, and everyone else up to Colin is within 1.7 seconds. Colin 2.3 seconds off the pace of the leader, but again on weaker tyres. Oppiolo 4.8 seconds off, but again he broke near the end, so there's a reason for that. 8 minutes left to go. 8 minutes left to go. And the average time it takes to... Ooh! Swanee! Ooh! And that was on his flying lap too. It doesn't look like the wind damage will be too bad, but Swanee will have to go back into the pits and possibly not be able to set a hard lap time. So, yep. As you can see here, Swanee will have to go back into the pits. There's no doubt on that. But I don't know who the yellow flag in Sector 3 is. Oh, it's Crackerjack. Oh, he's just letting F1 True Grosjean through. Even though True Grosjean is not on a lap either. But, you know. And if a driver's going slightly faster than you, then, you know, you should. Has Crackerjack run out of fuel? Like, surely he'd know his last lap was like woeful enough that he should have gone back into the pits. Oh well. Colin's on a lap, Black Phoenix is setting a lap, Bazooka Joe also setting a lap. And Black Phoenix currently in a better position than anyone else so far. Well, at this point in time at least. Because, well, he is on the soft tyres. And is looking to be setting a faster lap than his team. Oh, nope, he just backs out. Of course. Because who in this league doesn't back out last second? Oh, yeah, there we go again. Bazooka Joe. Again, flying sector 1. Who's that? And it's someone on outlap, so it's not Colin. Probably Jonas. I'm not blaming Jonas, but there's a 9 out of 10 probability that it's Jonas. As Barton's back's now slowing down. Because people don't think, you know, I've got a fully RS bar. Like, they don't understand people. I also don't understand why Barton's back has actually gone from the softs to the mediums. That confuses me. Anyway, he's on a lap, so we'll just keep with him. Colin also on a lap as well. I think he's just got onto one behind. Yes, he's just got onto one behind Barton's back. With Mr. Dude and Jonas both coming out at the same time as well. Both the teammates here. Oh, as Barton's back slowed down for Colin, who's actually stayed on the same tyres, which is kind of odd. But it's his own tactical decision here. And we're still yet to see Black Phoenix, Swanee and Bazooka Joe set a lap in this race. So, well, that's kind of interesting. Well, in this quali session, but really what I want to know is if Colin can sustain his lap times and possibly get better than that 1:47. And he needs 7/10 to gain up to Carter Fellaim, who actually set his laps on the mediums as well. So I'll just compare sector times so far for Colin here. But he's got a worse first sector than all of his other laps. As he's in the second, as he's just finished his second sector now. Has he got a better second sector? No. It's currently looking better than his best lap though, so he is on for a good pace. It just depends if he can beat his time in the last sector here. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. Not sure who that's for. Can Colin improve his lap time here? It's looking likely. He needs to beat his 1:47.6. And he's got a 1:47.5, and that's an improvement of a 10th. So, Jonas on a lap here. We will just compare his sector times when he gets round to it. But there's the sector split for Jonas. We will move up to the Spanish boy. And his first sector, 2/10 quicker. Second sector, oh, almost 9/10 quicker. Dear Lord. Jonas is looking like he can improve quite a bit from that 1:46 here. And I have to say, this could be a very good 1:45 on the mediums here. And here we go. It's a 1:45.4, which puts him into third place. Just behind Tibson and just in front of RKI. As he goes through the floor there. Weird stuff happens in F1. I'll remind everyone that. Carter Fellaim also has just set a brand new lap, but it wasn't an improvement. So yellow in sector 3. Oh, that's Has. Oh, Mr. Dude with a very early turn there. Really wasn't expecting that. It looked very, very clean as Mr. Dude comes in at 1:44.9. Mr. Dude's on pole. Excuse me, what the fuck? How is Mr. Dude on pole? A man I didn't even think had a chance of even like getting a W here. Oh, Crackerjack's on our lap. Who's like on a proper lap right now? English, please. I'll stay with the rider PG Killer. PG tips. So, Opiodo, Black Phoenix, Swanee, Abs, Duke Joe, Tibson has UK all on out laps currently. And here we go, a lap from rider PG Killer. It's going to be a 146.0 and he's up into 6th place. Just behind Has UK. I believe True Grosjean doesn't actually have a wing. Well, I can confirm his quali is over. Yeah. We'll go to RKI as I believe he's about to set a brand new lap. With only 50 seconds left, he might be one of the last people to actually go and set a new lap. So the 116 there in that second sector, it's an improvement on all his laps so far from both his first and second sector, so, you know, he's expecting to be, well, up in those 144s, surely. Maybe even the 133s, as Crackerjack has retired. Mr. Dude is also retired. And RKI, with a 145.0 in second place, he goes. Buttons back, not improving on the mediums either. This will be Tibson's last lap, I can confirm. As Has UK only just makes it through. Carter Fellham and Colin both confirming that they are, well, out. And there goes, was that Jonas? Oh, it was Mr. Dude's AI car. Really string up Hazard there. And Tibson following a McLaren of Buttons back behind. Buttons back comes home with 145.6. Tibson goes pole with 144.5. Tibson has put himself on pole, and that was slightly unexpected. As Black Phoenix seems to be following Opiodo here. True Grosjean's finally retired as well. And this could be the battle for pole here. Black Phoenix v Opiodo. I'm obviously keeping an eye out for everyone else who's setting a new lap. But this could be the battle here. As Black Phoenix is closing up the gap very, very nicely. It's him v Opiodo for the lead, but Tibson again could have it. Opiodo's from second. Black Phoenix put himself in first with 144.0. Opiodo 6 tenths behind. Bazooka Joe 144.7, putting him just behind teammate Tibson and Bazooka Joe, which leaves Has UK as the last person. Now Swanee set a 146.9 and only just in front of Carter Fellham. Ooh. Crackerjack unfortunately out. So is F1 True Grosjean, unless Has somehow gets disqualified in this last corner. But speaking of Has, he has set a brand new time as well. Not sure what it is because I didn't see, but he moved up in position, so, you know. Well, that's pretty good from the Has. From the Hasman. Warning, Has is around. Anyway, Black Phoenix, Tibson, Opiodo is your starting three. All three of them on mediums. Bazooka Joe in fourth on the softs. Mr. Dude in fifth. RKI in sixth, both on mediums. Buttons back on the softs in seventh. Jonas eighth on the mediums. Has UK and Rider PG Killer both on the softs in ninth and 10th. Whilst everyone else qualified on the mediums, being True Grosjean, Crackerjack, Swanee, Carter Fellham and Colin. My setup is very understeery. Oh god, Cracker, no. I can confirm Cracker's not going to have fun when it goes to Radion. So, if you'll excuse me for 2 minutes, I will be right back to commentate the race. So I'm back. My apologies for everything. I can confirm that True Grosjean and Ryder's been disqualified. Not sure who else with. I think it's. Oh yeah, that'd be Crackerjack. Not sure what happened between the two of them, and I don't want to know. But anyway, let's look at the tyre choices. So, Crackerjack, Swanee, Cartfalame and Colin... Oh wait, never mind. Crackerjack, Swanee and Colin all chose the mediums whilst F1, True Grosjean and Cartfalame both chose the softs. Anyway, yeah. I'll remind you of the order quickly. Black Phoenix, Tibson, Opiolu, Bazooka Joe, Mr. Dude, RKI, Button's Back, Jonas, disqualified, True Grosjean, disqualified, Swanee, Cartfalame and Colin. As Haz has been able to rejoin. I believe he got lagged out. Hopefully we'll be able to pick his car before the start. Actually, speaking of Haz, where is he? In positioning. Okay. So apparently Haz's car does not exist, nor does Haz. I'm just going to go check on this. I'm not counting this as an actual start. I've told people to do a restart. So, I'm going to exit multiplayer so that they know I mean restart. So anyone else who's in the lobby, start leaving as well. I will check on the stream for your tyres, so make sure you pick them. Your custom grid and everything, so everyone can get in and race. So here's your little tutorials for how to set up a race. Yeah, I will make sure everyone ready's up straight away. Oops, I put multiplayer car. Short quali. Oh, no, no quali. It'll be custom grid. Which I will remember to do. So all this stuff on, formation lap on, race starts. Nah. Assists. Here we go, off. 3D, ERS manual. There we go. And now I will invite some people. Hope you can all join. So Colin, True Grosjean, Haz, Jonas, Cartfalame, Mr. Dude, BP, Ryder PG Killer, Swanee Tibson, and Opiolu. And I think that's everyone. No, that's only 12 people. There's 4 people I've missed. Damn it. Who have I missed? Oh yeah, RKI. And Crackerjack. Okay. If I've missed anyone, do tell me that I haven't invited you. Yeah, no change in tyres. Thank you, Black Phoenix. So we did have 16 people in the lobby. I'm waiting for the other 3. Don't know who hasn't got an invite yet. I can't actually remember who needs one, but if you're watching, just say in chat you need an invite. So I have to read out messages before I send them. So the grid was Tibson in second. Actually, no. What we'll do is we'll just go Black Phoenix was first, then Tibson second, Opiodu third. I'm pretty sure. Jonas was somewhere up there. I need to go back. Hold on. So here we go. Go away comment section. Need you out here. So Black Phoenix, Tibson, Opiodu, Bazooka Joe. Move Bazooka Joe positions. Then it was Mr. Dude, RKI. Then after him was F1 Buttons Back. After that was Jonas. Then we had Ryder PG Killer, Has UK, F1 True Grosjean, Crackerjack, Swanee, can't spell name, Colin. Confirmed changes. There we go. Opioid, can't spell name, and Has. Can you get any cars, please? Thank you. Remember to keep your tyres the same. Apart from you guys who were in the back 5, you may change. So anyone who was 15th and below, you may change tyres. Has, you need to pick Williams, mate. Has, get in the Williams before I smash your kneecaps, please. Crackerjack, you know I can't actually see in the chat here, but the grid order is right. Has didn't beat Ryder PG... Actually, no, Has did beat Ryder PG Killer, actually. I am just seeing things wrong. So, yep. There we go. Now it's changed and confirmed. Now you can all go ready up. Opioidu's decided to change his car to... Oh no, he wasn't Toro Rosso, ignore me. Yeah, lads, ready up. Okay, it's just said that we've had 2 comments in one here, so unless someone said fuck. Oh yeah. Nobody can say the F word or like anything like that in chat, guys. I'm just letting you know. Okay? Now, because the rest of you, ready the fuck up. Like... Now. Ready up. Ready up. Smash someone's... Oh, racer dry. Okay, fair enough. I need to make it clear. I have made it a dry race. Stop complaining, ladies. Yes, it's okay if you pick mediums. It's okay. It is okay. There we go. Shit. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Can confirm. That was close. So anyway, hopefully this time nobody gets kicked out. If they do, I'm not restarting for them. Because it's kind of a dick move. And I'm a dick, so yeah, haha. Anyway, for any driver who is caught not having the right tyres on, you will be penalised. Quite heavily. Just like to let you know. And by quite heavily, I mean like extremely heavily. Anyone outside the top 10? I couldn't care less, so don't worry. You can you can put wets on, I don't care. But I'm just letting everyone else know. Don't be that person. Do 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 do. So yeah, I don't know why people are revving up like it's the start of the blooming race. I don't want to have TV pod. There we go. I want broadcast. There we go. So yeah. Is Ryder PG Killer actually overtaking someone again? Get behind, Has. Get what? Like seriously, it's not hard just to stick behind someone, is it? That's the only time that view is ever going to be used, when you're looking at someone behind you. Okay, Ryder, when I say behind him, I don't mean by like a year. Like, I don't care if you're watching this stream or not, just don't be a year behind. Thank you. I like moaning at people. And when I say close to people, Mr. Dude, I don't mean that blimming close. Oh, Has, you are taking the biscuits here. I'm just being annoying, just for the fun of it now. Since he does actually look like Has is about to rear end Jonas, so I mean, I don't know if you like New Zealander or Aussie cock, but like, yeah, let's not get into that conversation because this is a kid-friendly channel. Okay, Has, seriously, like, Jonas is way over 3 seconds behind, in front of the people in front there. Yeah, Jonas, that's what I thought. Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. There we go. And if you're over 3 seconds behind, then you get penalised. I tell everyone that, and everyone knows that. But if it's consistent, if you drop there once accidentally, then it's okay, but you know. The second I spot you doing it, you're dead. Confirmed. So anyway, yeah. Here we go for the start of the race. Ready for 22 laps of Spa. This won't be as quick as yesterday's race was, I can tell you that for a fact. About 20 seconds extra a lap, 5 less laps. If you do the math, it's not looking good. And I'm stuck on this view of Black Phoenix. But 5 red lights, away we go. Eventually. There we go. And Collins just gone to the other side of the track completely. Barton's back, deciding to make a lunge for it here. Oh, God, Barton's back. Why'd you do that? Why did you do that? We're going too wide. Someone's got to go too wide here. And Button's back's more or less ended himself. So someone's... Oh, it's Carter Fellerman, Ryder, PJ Killer. Both not having a good start here. As Button's back's actually just made his way back past Mr. Dude here. And is now right behind Bazooka Joe. So, positions gained / lost from the start. Most people only with 2. RKO having the worst with -3. And as we can see, Opiodo and Tipson having a good little ding-dong battle here. Tipson on the inside, Opiodo round the out. You can see Bazooka Joe just trying to keep with his teammate. And yeah, really gaining that slipstream as... Ooh, he is going very close. Barton's back, man. Wow. can't read that comment because that's swear words probably. Oh, nope, it's just that someone else joined the stream. Never mind. As Haz has overtaken Mr. Dude here. But we will ride on board with Jonas, who's right behind them. His teammate fighting a Williams. Haz trying to defend from both of them. Jonas trying to go up the inside of his teammate. That's a corner you should not try and dive bomb. Oh, Bazooka Joe really gets on the apex there as Mr. Dude's lost out a hell of a lot. And is even been overtaken by Crackerjack and RKI. Black Phoenix the fastest lap of the race so far. So well into that man as true Grosjean. In true Grosjean fashion, making a big ass dive out of nowhere. Carter Falame in the pits, Rider PJ Killer probably also joining him. As O'Hurley's got away from Tibson and is now closing in on Black Phoenix. Tibson being caught by his teammate tremendously. He is past Bazooka Joe up into third. As Haz is also re-overtaking Jonas, but Jonas gets him back very, very well there. And now RKI is being pressured by Crackerjack. This is interesting. Rider PJ Killer onto the hards. Can't go to the end of the race, but yeah, he's gone for it. Carter Falame choosing probably the more preferred soft strat. So Tibson and Bazooka Joe still kind of fighting with each other here. Tibson not really able to gain the upper hand from behind, but is looking just to really help his teammate here. And for Bazooka Joe, he will probably need to get away from Tibson as quickly as possible because obviously he's on the softs. As RKI looking at Hazza with menacing look, well, a menacing gaze. Hazza defending quite well, just sitting right in the middle of the straight. Doing what I call dick defending there, as I think Mr. Dude might have just rear-ended Crackerjack. But looking at his wing damage, there's none, so I think it's okay. Yeah, going back to being a dick defending. It's not being a dick, it's just defending, but you're like, nah, I'm gonna be that fat person who takes like 2 seats at a football game. Yeah, not fun. Anyway, looking at RKI, Haz is also close after Jonas and True Grosjean's trashed. Oh, he's trashed for Eau Rouge and Radion. As RKI was looking to make the dive here on Haz. Button's back with a 3-second time penalty. I don't know how you can get multiple warnings over there, but okay. Meanwhile, we're watching Haz just really pressure Jonas. You know, RKI is looking at this probably thinking, what the fuck's going on? Oh, Haz has spun. Oh, that is unlucky for Haz. Just got onto the auto spin part and yeah, really did not have a good time. As Mr. Dude has also lost a few positions here. I'm not sure why though. Might have spun himself, but or might have actually got into contact. So now Crackerjack can persist on chasing down RKI. Obviously his current today teammate, but not complete teammate because RKI is still a reserve. Alright, anyway. Black Phoenix still has the fastest lap though, so I think currently he is the quickest driver out there. Yeah, fastest lap of 147.8. Obviously not doing too bad compared to that lap time, I have to say. Button's back because not closed in much on Tibson, but is kind of getting there. Crackerjack the same. And True Grosjean will be having a pop at Haz here. Ooh, if he can just about keep it on there. So Carter Falame and Rider PJ Killer are quite a way behind because they've had to pit already. And it looks like Bazooka Joe's doing the best for the soft runners. Oh, Crackerjack hitting the wall there as well. But yeah. When race is mainly dominated by midfield runners, most people are doing the same strat. But speaking of doing the same strat, the people who do differ from the strat, sometimes, if not most of the time, are the ones who come out slightly on top. However, if a strat works so much and so well, then, you know. Normally it's people who go in the softest tyre to the slowest tyre that... well, to the slower tyre. But today looks like it's just the other way around. So we could see a very kind of samey race today here at Spa. As the only person in a second of the person in front is True Grosjean, who is closing in on 12th place, has UK. The DRS is usable on this straight, but really the only place it's worth it is down the next back straight. So, you know. But speaking about DRS usage, has Bottom's back really just cut up so much to Tibson just from that little bit of DRS? I mean, wow. True Grosjean though, going to make a dive. And he's tried his best there on the curb. Yeah, I don't think I saw him making that move possible, to be honest. It could have happened, but it wasn't going to be. Anyway, ignoring the people who have stopped, the gap to... oh no, well actually yeah, ignoring the people who have stopped, the max gap to the leader is only 25 seconds. You know, by lap 5, that's... well, that is actually quite big. 5 seconds a lap. Oh. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. Mr. Dude is out. I think Has had to avoid him there. I'm not sure what happened, but Mr. Dude's AI is still going on. So I presume it wasn't a forceful retirement there, and he kind of just chose to retire. I prefer racers do that in a safer spot, where their car can't come back, or they just hit themselves out. But it happened, so we'll have to look into that. Anyway, there'll be a constant yellow flag there in Sector 3 for a while. RKI, fucking hell, man. The distance he's just gone there to make that move on Jonas, I respect that. As Hazard's going into the pits. And he will be out behind Kartikeyan. Sorry, I mean Kartikeyan. I just think I could start calling him Kartikeyan. There's loads of the days back in F1. He's out onto the hards, so probably going to look to go to the end. Ooh, Jonas looks a little bit sloppy there. It's looking alright for most drivers here. We're, you know, just over a quarter way through the race. And really, it's quite easy to tell now that some drivers have lost the pace a bit. For example, Black Phoenix here was at 0.9 seconds, now 0.4. As you can see, Oppioli just taking those tighter lines and really getting the better exit here. And he's looked to really have gained pace recently, and you know, it's just pressuring Black Phoenix all the time. So that's what you like to see, just a good front battle between these two. But here goes Oppiolo. Past Black Phoenix. and has got into first place. Jonas with a time penalty. And Black Phoenix is down into second place. There's a yellow in sector 1. Someone's crashed. And it's no one of that I've seen. I mean, I don't really know. Nobody lost positions, so I don't think it was really noticeable. Has UK gets a time penalty as well, and Colin is closing in on Swanee. Both of these two looking to get some valuable points for not just them but their teams. See, after Swanee's little mistake last race, which cost him quite a bit at Italy, he'll really want to get back on the point sheet and make sure he doesn't lose any positions that he kind of deserves. Swanee was really happy with being in the top 10, so I hope he stays there personally. I'm not a Swanee fanboy, I swear, guys. I'm a Lando fan. And everyone's a Lando fan. No matter what team you support, you like Lando. Oppiolu taking a very, very deep line there. Probably was expecting the dive bomb from Black Phoenix. Nope. Actually, he's played this smartly. He's done that so he can get the DRS off the next straight. And again, this is just going to extend his lead even further. Black Phoenix defending to the inside though. They've clearly got similar straight line speeds, but from what I can tell, Oppiolu really played that to perfection. Buttons back has finally been overtaken by RKI. I was trying to get to that. And Timpson's lost quite a bit of time as well to Bazooka Joe. Don't know if Timpson is struggling on these mediums or what, but he is just not looking confident with them. And the gap to leader at most for people who haven't pitted yet is 32 seconds, so currently going quite well. Alright, position changes. Colin, the best currently, up 5, as that's Buttons back who's crashed. And Jonas as well. Ooh. Not good signs for either of them. Jonas back kind of where he started this race. I want to see if he's got wing damage. From what I can see, if there is any, there's not that much. But Rider PJ Killer with a time penalty. As for Black Phoenix, he's gaining up to Oppiolu again. This time, he's taking the line as well, but Oppiolu's just giving him here. And it's clear what they're playing at, as Buttons back goes into the pits. And as we can see again, Oppiolu right on the back of the McLaren here. The man in Toro Rosso taking Black Phoenix by storm. And, well, as we can see, Oppiolu really getting the best out of it here. As both Jonas and Buttons back into the pits now. Jonas onto soft, Buttons back onto the mediums. This should be able to close the gap to Carter Thalame, as there's been a... Has UK has crashed. Yeah, that's not good. Has UK unfortunately out of this race. Which moved Rider PG Killer up a position. Ooh, Timpson very lucky not to spin on those auto spin curves. You touch them and normally you are dead. Now Jonas is closing in on Buttons back. I'm not sure why Jonas has chosen the softs. I don't believe you can go 13 laps on them. But it's better than going to the hards, I guess. So, and he's trying to get points. And we're going on the hards, you're kind of not really guaranteed getting any points. So, who's crashed in Sector 2? Oh, it is True Grosjean, who is now been overtaken by Buttons back. And Jonas as Rider PG Killer also retires. Bazooka Joe into the pits finally, as RKI and Tivson move into 3rd and 4th. Hey, Black Phoenix this time is the one to have the DRS, but I think Opiodu saved enough ERS to be able to make, well, to keep his position here. But Black Phoenix is closing in. There's no doubt on that. Is he going to make the move? Nope, he's going to stay behind. Bazooka Joe onto the mediums now, obviously going the last 12 laps on them. And Tivson unable to close into RKI. True Grosjean back into the pits again. He will be most likely going back onto the mediums. That's him and Carter Fellaim, both of the Ferrari drivers, in 11th and 12th. Oh no, he's chosen hards. That's a twist. Jonas here, trying to do the best he can to close in on Buttons back. You know, he knows Buttons back needs an extra pit stop. Jonas himself though, well no, sorry, he knows that he needs an extra pit stop, but Buttons back, the driver in front of him, really needs a lot. As Carter Fellaim is, no, surely he hasn't. I just want to look at it here instead of the battle. I want to see where he's done it, but the yellow flags are here. Oh, Carter Fellaim. It was all going so well for him. He got a point last race, but now he's unfortunately crashed it. Really at a place you shouldn't be. Well, you're most likely to crash it, but yeah. It's Black Phoenix that's the fastest lap of the race so far. Opiodu again giving him that same preferred line. I mean, it's a very, very good thing that Opiodu's doing, but it's just not something most racers would think about. You know, giving away a position just to get the DRS. I mean, it's most likely stupid, but also Opiodu's not just getting the DRS, he's getting a hell of a lot, well, a good 10-15 meters more to actually accelerate and gain up speed. And that 1 or 2 miles per hour that he's gaining in that sense really do help him on that DRS rate when he's got DRS, and that boosts it even more. It's fine, don't worry. A lot of people messed up in Radeon, it's okay. Jonas with a 3-second time penalty. He's still on the back of Buttons back here. Oh, he's got past. Buttons back down into 10th now. Jonas up in position. Going back to our leaders though, I wonder if Black Phoenix will do the same thing that Opiodu did to him. Now I'm very interested to see this. Carter Fellaim, I'm currently streaming the race, so yeah. No. No, I'm not going to invite you to the party. Not because I'm horrible, but because, yeah. I actually don't want to co-commentate today. You know, DCL City couldn't race, I'm like, oh, thanks. I actually really want to commentate Belgium alone, I just love it. Oh, Black Phoenix looked to be doing it, but Opiodu just didn't want to accept it. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. As we're just over halfway through this race. Opiodu 2 tenths behind. Black Phoenix has gone to defend the inside, but gives it back away. Sorry about that. Opiodu gains the position back, and Buttons back is really overtaking Jonas, who's gone into the pits. Not sure if Jonas actually tried to get fast this lap, but hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm not sure if Jonas tried to get fast this lap or whatever, but really good audio production. Shush, man. Listen, my PlayStation overheats. I'm coming down with a cold. Don't start anything. Speaking of me not being able to make it, I'm not here this Friday. So there won't be a stream for the next round. So I do apologise. It's just the fact that I am, well, at football. Looks like Black Phoenix might make the dive here at the bus stop chicane. And he's done that well, but... And obviously Opioid is not going to really do much about it, but Black Phoenix... well, he's got a better exit than Opioid, that's for sure. So now Opioid has a 5/10 gap to the driver in front of him, being Black Phoenix. And this gap looks like it could be... oh, no, it's not being retained because, yeah, that gap went down so quickly. And Opioid is just going to take it around the outside. But Black Phoenix is just defying him here, trying as hard to push back in a fight as Swanee's into the pits now for his pit stop. Black Phoenix going around the outside. Opioid taking the more, well, I'd say dynamic line, the better one. Oh, Swanee has lagged out the session. I don't know if I can invite him back. Hopefully I could. Oh, it's Opioid. What on earth's he done there? He spun it. Opioid has spun it. And that's probably ruined his race hopes here, as he is now out behind Tibson. Oh my. That definitely would have given him a jolt. And wow, just wow, such good battling. And something like that happens. I mean, to be fair, Opioid will probably go fastest lap now. But anyway, Black Phoenix into the pits. Might just ask him to re-invite Swanee. Yo, BP, you're in the pits. Invite Swanee, please. You're in the pits. Shush. What twat. Anyway, Black Phoenix, RPI, and Tibson all go into the pits. Opioid staying out, though. Actually has no wing damage, and all which surprises me. Crackerjack also staying out, but goes behind Black Phoenix. Bazooka Joe stays out, obviously, as he's on the fresh tyres. And he's overtaken RKI. Ooh, that interests me a lot. Colin also going into the pits. Buttons back, staying out, obviously. So when his AI is just still driving around, but he is trying to get back in. There we go, Swanee's back in, can confirm. As, yeah, Crackerjack's not being able to gain up at all. Like, Black Phoenix 5 seconds off Opioid, that shows you just how much he's lost here. Opioid, it's really unfortunate that happened to him. You know, I really wanted this battle to be for the win. I mean, it could still be, in all fairness. Black Phoenix could get some wing damage and then have to pit as well. Swanee's out the pits on the softs. True Grosjean though, just behind him. I unfortunately can't invite people. So I would invite Swanee back, but I just can't. RKI in the meantime. Closing in on Bazooka Joe. Opioid with the fastest lap of the race so far. Swanee's rejoined. Would it be with enough time for True Grosjean to overtake him? No, it won't. That's unfortunate. Ooh, RKI with a better line there in my opinion on Bazooka Joe. Crackerjack's into the pits. Onto the softs as well, obviously. Taking them 7 laps. But RKI is now stuck in an Alfa Romeo sandwich. In front of him, he has Bazooka Joe on 5-lap old mediums. Behind him, Tibson also on the softs. There's Crackerjack's out the pits before Buttons back has any time to do anything. But RKI overtaking Bazooka Joe here. Bazooka Joe looking to get back at him, but RKI unfortunately just gets the position. That does leave RKI looking like he could be getting third here. Well, second most probably, actually. And pit stops shouldn't take about 14 seconds, but actually, well, they might do. I mean, it really depends here. Opiodu needs to choose when is best to pit, but I'm predicting he'll go in now. But again, I'm not sure. I'm not Opiodu. Nope, he's staying out for another lap. He's actually going to improve the fastest up, I believe. Nope. Oh, yeah, he is. 147.6. Still gaining away from basically everyone else. Oh, Black Phoenix then just beats it with 146.7. Ooh. RKI with 146.7 beating that lap time. Yeah, I don't think Opiodu's the fastest at this current point. Oh, F1 True Grosjean. Oh, never mind. I think Jonas may have lagged out here. Not sure. As Swanee and True Grosjean are fighting for 10th place. Currently the Ferraris after more points. Red Bull's also after more points. Basically everyone's after more points as Tibson's overtaken Bazooka Joe. And that is Bazooka Joe down into 5th position. Swanee really looking to get at True Grosjean. He's trying to make the most calculated move here. I know how Swanee races, and it's a very thoughtful way of racing, as he's really backed out on True Grosjean there. Obviously Swanee is on fresh softs, so it should be theoretically easy for him to get past here. He's looking at the move, shaping it up. True Grosjean probably not going to allow it. But with the better exit there, Swanee should, and probably will, be able to get it on the next DRS straight. We will look from a third person point of view. As we can see, Swanee's only 3 tenths behind. He's got the pace to do it. He's got the DRS. But he hasn't got the position, and it's definitely an awkward line there as Opiodu's into the pits. Black Phoenix staying out. RKI past Opiodu in the Toro Rosso garage here. Tibson also passed, and Bazooka Joe. And as we can see, Opiodu out 3 tenths behind Bazooka Joe. Now, if things stay they are, Black Phoenix will extend his run at the top. As all True Grosjean more or less spinning it there. Swanee had to go around him, there was no other choice there. Hards are not the tyres to pick, lads, at Spa, can confirm. Oh, Opiodu has gained up to Bazooka Joe a hell of a lot here. And Bazooka Joe is on the medium, so I'd expect that, but I didn't expect it this quickly, as he's just gone round the inside at Puon. The unfortunate place where he crashed, but not scared this time as Bazooka Joe really just got, well, showed his boss there. I can't really find any other ways but to put it bluntly, he really got fucked. Just checking in chat as well for anything that's going on whilst we fight Erosion. Yep, no, nothing happened. Bazooka Joe was trying to get Mr. Dude in trouble. a while ago. But it's all good. Mr. Dude's retired anyway. So there are only 4 laps to go now. I've only just realised. I don't know if that's a sad realisation or a kind of yay, Belgium's over. And the fact is we're almost at that, well, Friday, when I'm not here, we'll be at the halfway stage. So technically I can say see you next half of the season because it will be the next half of the season. Oh, Barton's back has gone into the pits for some softs. And for some reason has a drive-through penalty. And as Jonas has left, I'm unsure whether Jonas wishes to continue or if he's just lagged out, as I can't invite him back. I will just go look to see if there's anything that he's actually done. I'll see. There's no action at this point, so I'm really not worried. No, Jonas is offline, so just guessing he went. Not really sure, but I'm sure Swanee and True Grosjean will be able to overtake him anyway within the coming laps. Is it yellow in sector 3? Oh god, who is it? It's not any of you guys. Well, who is it then? Well, there's no one. Like, why did they get a flag when there's no one actually who's crashed? But speaking about crashing, lap 19. I'm unsure whether, well, I'm unsure whether Oppiero is actually about to really dominate this fastest lap race, or if just, yeah, he's going to be able to catch both Tibson and RKI. And there's no doubt in my mind that he's got Tibson, but RKI is a different story. Oh, Tibson lets him through. I wonder why. RKI, pick up the pace, man. Run. You've got so much to live for. Can confirm this will be the comeback of the season if Oppiero does this. But yeah. Oppiero 1 second behind RKI. Oh, he's already in DRS. RKI, it's over, man. He's got the high ground. I mean, unless Oppiero has penalties. Now, RKI has only warnings, Oppiero only warnings. Tibson, warnings. Bazooka Joe, only warnings. Crackerjack with quite a few penalties. Colin with only warnings low. Unfortunately, Colin's quite a way off Crackerjack there. As we can see, Oppiero with another fastest lap of the race. He took his tyres longer for a reason. And that was just to race for fastest lap. And you know what, he's still going to get second here. There is now no doubt in my mind. He's rear-ending RKI up Radion Rouge. He's got the DRS. Lap 20. And Oppiero has made it up into second place. This is what you call a comeback. And I'm giving him the full credit he deserves. Because no way after that crash should I think he'll be back in second. No way. But damn was I wrong. I mean, that may not have helped his cause, but I'm just saying. Damn was I wrong. And unless he auto spins here, then, you know. Just wow. Ziggello in sector 3. I always check if it's Black Phoenix. Oh, no, it's F1 True Grosjean, who's having the time of his life. Can confirm. Has he gone... He has no wing. He's literally got to go in... Oh, that's kind of unfortunate for Grosjean there. as he becomes the only person ever to be lapped at Belgium. Yeah. Anyway, lap 21. And Crackerjack has closed in on Bazooka Joe. 1.3 seconds behind him. Then currently Bazooka Joe has gone softs to mediums whilst everyone else has gone mediums to softs. So you can expect him to lose time compared to everyone else, but as much as he has in the last few laps, really hasn't been great, if I'm being honest. Like, Tipson was only a few seconds in front of him, you know, when Oppiolo pit. Only a few seconds, 1 or 2 at max, but you know, now it's a lot. It's 11.8, 11.8, sorry. With Crackerjack gaining up to 0.7 seconds behind, Bazooka Joe looks like he may be able to lose another position. As meanwhile, up the front, Oppiolo has to technically, well, make sure RKI is, well, out of the 3-second range that he has for his penalty. As Crackerjack keeps on pressuring Bazooka Joe. I want a good camera angle, please. Looking a bit jittery. That could just be the lag, though. So, yeah. Black Phoenix starts lap 22. It's almost all over. Bazooka Joe with a 3-second time penalty. That's helped Crackerjack a bit more. And Crackerjack has to gain 3 seconds on a lap. I'm sorry, Crackerjack. Your odds are kind of stacked against you, but there's still a chance. And I'll give you that. There's also still a chance for RKI to technically get second. As here we go, Crackerjack on Bazooka Joe. Bazooka Joe defending the inside, Crackerjack going on the outside here. And it's a move that has been done for Crackerjack. He's now up into 5th place, but needs to gain enough time. Tivson with a 3-second time penalty as well. Not really going to affect much, as RKI has fallen out that 2-second range. His chances of a move slightly less now. But 3.3 seconds, still a very decent, you know, time behind. As here we go, Colin overtaken by Buttons back, who's now up to 7th. And boy, was that a quick move. Anyway, I think it's more or less time to say well done to Black Phoenix, who is Belgium's winner. Unfortunately, didn't get fastest lap though, as that was given to my driver of the day, Oppiolo. RKI in a solid 3rd position. Tibson down to 4th. Jonas confirms 10th, but that will be given to True Grosjean. Crackerjack in 5th place for today's race. And it will be Buttons back coming home in 6th. Well, at this moment in time, obviously depending on penalties, but I think Colin may actually be beating him on penalties. And yep, Robbie, today was a good day. I had no DCL screaming at me, saying how good you were. Even though today you were good, I have to admit that. But Buttons back, crosses the line in 7th. In theory, though, it's 8th because Colin beats him on penalties as Swanee retires. I don't know if that was intentional. But just saying well done to everyone. Well done to the 2 reserve drivers who actually got on the podium today. Well done to Black Phoenix for getting the win. And yeah, it's a good race. Black Phoenix on home in the win. Alphas are getting quite a lot of points tonight, and actually getting 22 between themselves. So well done to the Alphas. Ferrari able to get a point as well as Jonas, as both the racing points are unfortunately unable. We are moving Jonas down a position for that. Both the McLarens earning quite a few points as well. McLaren actually with 29 points this race. Team Reserve also getting a nice boost. Well, of around about 36, so really well done to them too. But anyway, that is all for today's race. I won't see you for round number 10 unfortunately, but I will see you at round number 11. So, see me next Saturday. As I tell you, next Saturday will be a fun race.